welcome back to our channel of Philippine Adventures Dan and Michelle. Today's video, we are going to interview this lovely couple. Well, they just arrived from Cebu. Welcome to our channel, guys.
Thank you for having us.
Can you introduce yourselves to our
Sure. My name is Ben and
My name is
Leele, and we're from Cebu, like she said, and we have a YouTube channel also. It's called Philippines Extremes.
Wow. Okay.
So what do you guys mainly do on your channel?
A mix. I have a lot of advice videos we do, and I've done just kind of an eclectic, different variety of videos. We show our barangay. We've shown a few kind of videos about how we met, things like that. Pretty much like that.
Well, quite similar to ours then. We do a lot of the same stuff. So you came down on the bus. So how was that? Was that an adventure?
I loved it. I thought it was great. We got a little bit misled about the time. We asked, a few people how long it would be, and we heard 4.5 hours. But the whole process ended up taking about 7 hours to get here.
Yeah, that's about normal for the bus. Even when I drove crazy, like fast, and it was still maybe 6.5, 7 hours.
Wow.
So,
yeah, I didn't expect that. I thought it would be, quicker, but it went by so fast, because I'm in the Philippines. And I love it, and I love the people, and I love all the experience of it. So I just go with the flow, and it could have taken 20 hours, and I would have been fine with it. So no problem.
that's good. So whereabouts in the States are you from?
I'm from the Pacific Northwest.
Oh wow, that's where my daughter lives. My daughter is in Federal Way. She's
in Washington.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, in fact, I just my last job was in Eastern
Washington.
No. Western Washington. Yeah, northern west. In Ocean Shores kind of area.
Yeah, I know that area.
Yeah.
Oh, so you've been coming to the Philippines, you said, like 8 or 10 years now?
About 11 off and on, 10 and a half, coming up on 11 years, yeah.
Oh wow, what keeps bringing you back and forth, or what is there something that makes you come back and forth, or do you have to go back for medical reasons, or you just go back and forth on your own just to change it up?
Oh, well, initially, I just came here as a tourist, and of course there was, kind of twofold reason. The first time I came here, I wanted to do some cheap dental work, and I had heard that the Philippines had good deals on dentistry, as opposed to the prices in the United States, which are extremely high. And while I was researching that, a friend of mine said, "Well, there's some girls there you should start talking to." So he pointed me to a group, and I started talking to a girl, and so I came here kind of for twofold reason: to meet a girl and to get my teeth worked on.
There you
So that was my first time doing that, and I loved the Philippines from then. I stayed a little over 2 years, and then I went. I had to leave and make some more money, and then I came back for another year. And then I've just been, fell in love with the Philippines, the culture, the people, the food, the weather. Being from the Northwest, you have your all 4 seasons, and it gets super cold, and here it's never really cold to me. I mean, she gets cold when it rains, but I don't get cold. I've never been cold here. So.
I don't know. You don't how do you feel about that? So you're just, I guess you're retired, just like me, or just.
No,
you actually work?
I'm hoping that I don't have to. I have like several, what do you call it, irons in the fire, or and I'm trying to make a few things work. My initial plan was just to come here, and we figured, we would finalize our relationship, and then I would go back home and because I had some savings that I built up, especially since the pandemic, and I thought that'll carry me through. I can stay here for quite a long time. Should I need to go back, then I could always go back and work 3 months and then come back and stay for like a whole year plus that. But now, since she's pregnant, and I've ended up staying, as long as I've stayed, if I did go back, I would probably be missing the birth. So I want to stay here, but I have this rental property in the United States, and my tenant is being kind of a grifter a little bit. She knows that I'm overseas, so she's not always paying on time, and sometimes she doesn't pay in full, So I've been kind of hemorrhaging the cash because it's still a mortgage. So she was covering the mortgage and then like a couple $100. But when she doesn't really pay in full, then, or she doesn't pay at all, then, that cash is coming out of my pocket, which is, part of my plan, and et cetera, et cetera. So I can go back and work, like 3 to 5 months and be set for a good amount of time. However, with the 3 different things that I have going, I'm hoping that I can make it all work, plus with the savings that I have. So I'm gonna try to stay here, but it really depends on whether my YouTube channel can pay me a little bit, and my tenant pays, on time, and stuff like that. But I'm gonna be teaching English online.
That's good.
Yeah, so that's gonna be a little bit extra money, and
So we can do that legally, right?
yeah, we can. And then I just got sponsored on my YouTube channel.
Oh, wow.
So between those 3 things, I'm hoping, cross my fingers, that I can at least stay here till she has the baby, and then maybe go back and work a little bit. But eventually, I won't have to do that. I think I'll only have to go back and work 1 time, and then I should be done with it. I shouldn't have to go back anymore after 1 more time. But if everything works out with these 3 things, then I won't ever go back. I'll just stay here, which is what I want to do.
So when you live in Cebu or just outside of Cebu, right?
Oh, you mean Cebu City?
Yeah.
Yeah, we live in Cebu, Cordova, Cebu, which is literally Cebu City. There are 3 bridges. When you land in Cebu, you land on Mactan Island.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And Mactan Island has 3 cities on it. Well, maybe they have more, but they have Mandaue, Lapu-Lapu, and Cordova. And there's 3 bridges that run across over to Cebu City. So a couple years back, they built what's called the 3rd bridge, and it's CC-Lex. And CC-Lex is right at the border between Lapu-Lapu, it's the dividing line, Lapu-Lapu and Cordova, and we live literally right by the CC-Lex bridge. So technically it's almost Lapu-Lapu, but it's Cebu City. And if you go across that bridge, I said Cebu City, it's Cordova. And if you go across the bridge, it's an 8-minute drive into Cebu City. So it's literally, you're living, it's 8 minutes, across that bridge, and then you're right in the heart of Cebu City. So it's really nicely located because we love it. I made a video on my, did a walkthrough, and I talked about why we like it, because it is like living in the province. It's like a hidden gem of Cebu, just right outside of Cebu City. But the population is way less, traffic is way less, prices are lower, and it's just a hop, skip, and a jump. If you ever need, to go to the city to get bigger things, if you needed it, you can just ride across the bridge.
So you like staying in Cebu? Which one you prefer, Cebu or Dumaguete?
Well, we haven't really got to experience much of Dumaguete, so it's hard to compare. I know from my past, and this is no offense to anyone, but the foreigners that I met in the past, I kind of wanted to avoid them, so here there are a lot of foreigners,
Yeah.
but times are different now. Things are different now. Where I was before was it was rare to see foreigners, and when you did, a lot of times they were not so friendly. I even got scammed by one guy. No. When I first came to the Philippines, like 3 or 4 years ago, or sorry, my first 3 years, 11 years ago. It's confusing, but yeah. So from those bad experiences I had with foreigners, I've been kind of standoffish towards them. But the more foreigners that I've met these days, it's kind of turned my perception around. So there are a lot of foreigners here. And in the past, that used to be a negative to me. So I'm still kind of warming up to knowing foreigners.
Yeah, you know, it's weird because the Filipino people are so nice. It's I enjoy seeing all the Filipino people, except the drivers. Some of them are brutal.
Yeah.
Like I get pretty mad at the drivers. Do you drive back in Cebu or?
No.
Oh, well then you're okay. You don't have to deal with it.
Yeah.
But,
No. Well, we rented a motorcycle and we rode around on that, but regularly, no. We just tricycle or taxi.
So you guys are heading back to Cebu area soon?
Yeah, we're going back tomorrow. We came here for a purpose, but it didn't really work out. So
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 you're
this is your first time.
first time in Dumaguete, yeah.
Oh.
okay. Well, thank you guys. Thank you for coming on our channel.
Absolutely.
And, please.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, please like and subscribe and hit the notification button and comment. We love comments. So thank you very much for coming on our channel.